Hello, everybody. Working in Sabbath Algebra 2 with a special triangle here. Lesson 7-1, the fifth problem I've asked you to work on here. And what we're doing is we have a 30-degree, it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So 30 for the smaller angle, 60 for the larger of the non-right. And it says that the hypotenuse is 34. So if you remember when we've talked about the special triangles on the 30, 60, 90, if you added the other 30, 60, 90 on here, that would mean that all the sides, it was equilateral. So the hypotenuse of 34 here would be on every side. And then when we split the one in half, when we made the 60 into two 30s, what that does is it's going to split this side down here in half. So we're half a 34 or a 17 on that side. So if we have a 34 in the hypotenuse, the short leg is going to be a 17. And then if we followed through with Pythagorean theorem, or if you learned the shortcut that we did in class, the longer leg is the short leg times the square root of 3. Otherwise, set it up, do Pythagorean theorem, 17 squared plus, I'll call this a squared equals the 34 squared. And if you subtract the 17 squared, 34 squared minus 17 squared, (34 squared minus 17 squared, 867. 867 there. And then you're going to square root that. And what we'll see is 17 squared is 17 squared is 289. So 289 and then times 3. And so that's 17 times the square root of 3. So that's where this came from, but it'll always work that way. It's on the 30, 60, 90, that one is times the square root of 3. And then that one is doubled. So sine of the 30. So sine of my 30 right there. Here's my 30. Remember sine, so opposite 17 over hypotenuse 34. That's going to be a half for the sine. And then for the cosine, ka, adjacent to the angle, touching it right here, 17 over to the square root of 3 over the hypotenuse 34. And those are going to reduce to a square root of 3 over 2. And no matter what, the angle, if no matter the size of the triangle, these are always going to be the case. A half for the 30-degree angle on a 30, 60, 90, if you're talking about sine, that's what sine and cosine are, is their ratio on the angles. So I'll put a decimal in there this time. And then over here, the square root of 3. I can arrow to the right to get out of there, divided by the 2. And it says I did something wrong. Cosine of the 30. Let's see. Sine, maybe it doesn't, maybe it says, did it say fraction? Simplify, type in answer using radicals as needed. And it didn't say it had to be a fraction, but let's put this as a half and see if it likes that better. Yep, so don't use decimals in here. That's the message there. All right, so I'm going to stop that one.